I used to think about retiring. I used to define myself by my career, less
Hmm.
success than climbing the corporate ladder and making the money, then putting it away,
Yeah,
not doing anything with it.
yeah.
Now I'm like, you know what? Eric's gone. He never got to experience life. Let me get out here and do something. What am I working for?
You don't just work to work. You got to work to live. If you don't ever experience all those fun things, then what's the point of all that grinding, you know? So now here you are. You're about to do it. You got your trip booked, you know, you're 3 months in, you're 9,500 bucks up and a trip to Austria. Hey, James, good to see you, my man. Been looking forward to talking with you for a minute here. How's everything going with you? What's up with you?
Man, good to see you too. Hey, look, I just booked my flights for Christmas. I am in such a good mood, dude. I'm just super excited. Christmas is going to be amazing this year.
Fantastic. Where you headed, man? Where you going? You going somewhere where you somewhere exotic, somewhere cultural? What's up?
You are not going to believe this. You're simply you're never going to guess. Everybody going to the Caribbean, and what's the hot thing now? Bali. Nah,
Yeah,
now I'm
yeah.
doing something different. I'm doing something totally different.
Yeah,
I'm going
what
to
you up to?
Austria,
Okay.
Vienna, and maybe Salzburg
Ooh,
for a few days.
are you a big
Yeah,
classical
man.
music guy? Are you way into classical music, like little Mozart kind of
Nah,
stuff like that, or
nah, just curious, man. These places have been on like a bucket list. Everybody's going these other places. They got pictures from on the beaches and the park. I just wanted to do something different.
Gotcha. Well, that's awesome, man. I hear the Christmas markets in Vienna are like really supposed to be beautiful, and so, uh, that's amazing that you're able to take that trip. So, like, what you've been with us like, let me check, 3 months now, and you're up 9,500 bucks. It's pretty good. I'm guess that might have helped make this little trip happen for you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Without this, I'd be sitting at home. I mean, Christmas be kind of boring. Like any, yeah. I mean, you get older, Christmas gets kind of boring. But
Yeah.
but this time it's going to be super exciting, and thanks to that little extra bit.
Gotcha, man. Yeah, man. It's one of those things. It's mostly for the kids. Christmas is for the kids, but with this Austria trip, that's fun for you. So without EA Automatic, you wouldn't be going, huh?
Nah, probably not. You know, I've been talking about traveling for a while. The kids have gotten older. About the last 5 years, just trying to figure out something different to do.
Hmm.
But I've always said next year, next year, next year. And, I had a little more saved up. So don't have no excuse, you know?
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, next year is always coming. You know, it's like one of those things, and so it's like things get pushed off and delayed, and then you wind up never taking that magical trip. So what really changed? What made you actually book it this year? You know?
Well, kind of, kind of rough. But close friend of mine, really close friend of mine, Eric, you know, just had a heart attack, died suddenly out of nowhere.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That
Yeah,
sucks.
yeah. I actually had to speak at his funeral, and yeah, it was. He was young, about 49. So it just made me think about things, put things in perspective, especially when you're standing up there, with the family and all. You know.
Gotcha, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's painful, and that's too young. That's like, I mean, you've still experienced a lot of life, but 49 is just that's too early, man. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah. He used to. We used to talk. We known each other since we were kids, and just slightly younger than I am, and just kind of we used to talk about going different places and doing different things. We used to see each other at kids growing up, but then the kids are gone now, so it's just like let's go some places. We can go to Japan, New Zealand, Europe. Let's do something different because he's an adventurer too. And someday when we retire, we was gonna do this, and the kids were gone. But and then when we had more money, all these things, we were waiting for that next day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that day is not coming now. I'm really sorry, man.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
painful.
I mean, just sitting there at his funeral, his wife and his brother. He has a brother, and
Hmm.
just all the travel brochures all around. Going to the house and you saw the things on his desk because we used to hang out in his office, so you saw all the travel brochures on the desk, places we've been talking about and different places he had been collecting and things we discussed, and he had this whole folder of places, that we wanted to go. We never got the chance.
I'm sorry, man. That's heavy, man. So that hits you pretty hard, huh?
Yeah, it was it. I think it hit me right when I had to go to the funeral,
Hmm.
and they asked me to speak at the funeral. It was that's walking into that room made it heavy, made it real. Um, so yeah, I'm sitting there at the funeral. I'm thinking after I got over shaking and being nervous, having to speak with my friend right there. It's if I had to do the same thing over again, would I be saying I'm going to wait again, or I'm going to wait again, and then wait, and then I haven't gone anywhere? I don't want that to be me.
Yeah,
So
man. That's powerful. That's a like a completely real life wake up call. I feel you, man. So that's yeah. Wow.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
that's a wake up call right there. Yeah.
yeah. It's a little rough. I mean, like I said, he was slightly younger than me. I'm 50. He was 49. So it was a little tough. You think you got 5 or 6 years left, to do these things, and you're gonna retire and you get to go do all these things, and
Yeah.
it just you gotta go. Your right time. Now's the right time. It's the right time to just up and go. Let's do it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, thanks for sharing that heartfelt moment, man. And I'm really glad you decided to stop waiting. Um, there's still the money issue, of course. Trips to Austria aren't cheap, but it's better to do it than and live your life, right?
Yeah, that's kind of where I was stuck. Like I wanted to travel, but my budget was kind of maxed out. Especially I don't have somebody traveling with me. It's just me. You
Yeah.
know, I've got some savings. That's for emergencies. And retirement. I'm not there yet, and I just didn't want to just blow money. That's why we
Yeah.
kept putting it off.
Yeah.
Just didn't want to just blow money, go buy a new car, go on a trip. You had to wait for that, and I don't want to wait. Let's go.
Gotcha. So in order to not wait, you're going to need that additional income, to require you to not work more, pull a second, third job, right? I mean,
Yeah. I already work about 50 hours a week. Um, so I needed something, for better lack of the use of words, something smart to do with
well,
my money.
exactly. Yeah. So how'd you find us here at EA Automatic?
Well, like everybody else in this world, we're searching for that passive income dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
And vending machines, laundromats, this, that, and other, new investments and
Hmm.
ideas. Ideas online. Yeah. So I know it's dangerous, and you can get into a rabbit hole. It's kind of crazy. But the whole institutional analysis being, it seemed more legit than usual, than those usual get rich quick kind of garbage. So it kind of checked the boxes. So
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. I much prefer people to sign up for slow growth rather than the quick leverage, basically gambling. So totally for that. So like 3 months in, you're up $9,500. That's and you're going to Austria. So
yeah,
how's that feel? It does feel, you said it felt great earlier. I'm assuming it feels really good to make this move.
yeah. 3 months. 95. I would have never thought I'd be up that kind of money, but it's almost like a legitimate gambling. It feels like going to a casino. It just took me 3 months to do it. But it feels more satisfying. You
Gotcha.
know, it feels like I'm actually living. So I'm not just existing and just hoping it works. It's actually working.
Gotcha. So are you going alone to Austria, or you're taking the fam? What's going on?
Well, at first I was going to go by myself, but then I got the other half, the girlfriend.
All right.
She's been really supportive about this whole life's too short thing, and so we're gonna take a week off from work and gonna do Christmas markets and see the sights and drink too much, eat too much, and just really just enjoy the moment. She's gonna have me seeing the Christmas lights. All
Of
right, I'll do
course.
that part for
Of
her.
course. Of course. Hey, but that's the Christmas spirit, man. I love it. So yeah, please enjoy yourself. So how long you been thinking about or planning this specific trip?
Ooh, ooh, man. I gotta look over here at the calendar. Yeah, looks like I'm looking at the calendar on my wall. It's about we have everything on a big whiteboard
Hmm.
because we plan everything. But it's looks like about May we started. You know, right after I started seeing consistent profits from the system, the money start coming in. I was like, okay, this may work. I might a little bit here, a little bit there. You
Awesome.
know,
Yeah, that's awesome. So what's the girlfriend think about your investing?
well, whose girlfriend doesn't like money? I mean,
There
she
it
loves it. She's been on my case for years about how much I work, and I never end up doing anything. I want to buy that Porsche convertible, and I don't do it. I want to
is.
take that trip, and I don't do it. So now she's like, "Yeah, finally, it's about time. You're gonna do something." You
Hey
know,
man, that's fantastic. Like validation from your woman never hurts, man. It always
nah,
feels good.
it
And
does.
frankly, that's worth more than $9,500. But still, 90. I'll take the $9,500.
Yeah.
So like beyond Austria, what else do you got a bucket list? Are you looking forward to anything else? What's on your agenda, my man?
Oh yeah. Well, besides Austria, of course, everybody who's in any kind of technology, we want to see Japan.
All right.
Um, she wants to see some cherry blossoms. I don't care about no cherry blossoms. I want to see the new iPhone. I want to see the new phones and the cool electric cars they have over there. Um, Iceland is another place.
Okay.
Um, no crime, clean, ultra clean weather. Fresh air, live glaciers, northern lights.
Yes.
Um, Maybe Peru, or I don't know if she's gonna go for the hike thing, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
the famous Machu Picchu hike. Yeah, I got
Mhm.
you. Yeah, I don't know if I could do the Northern Lights. I tend to like the warm. I'm turning into the guy that needs to that anything under 70 degrees is too cold for me. So you can keep Iceland, but hey, it's beautiful, and I'm not here to judge. And but either way, those aren't like small trips. Those are real killer vacations. And
Yes.
so you're thinking EA Automatic could wind up funding these for you.
Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, without EA, we wouldn't be doing it. So, uh, if this keeps up, one day maybe, get into the year without including my regular salary, as savings.
Gotcha,
If
gotcha.
I
Yeah.
could use EA to supplement my savings, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, I'm for it. I'm totally for it. So you're going from dreaming to travel to actually doing it. So that's pretty great. What do you think your friend would think about this? The one that passed away.
Give me a minute.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I kind of laugh. He had his heart. He would be excited. He would be excited. If he didn't couldn't go, he'd be a little hot. He's like, I'm going, she's not going, but it's one of those things um, where we just got to make it happen. So he would be okay. He would be okay.
Gotcha. Well, that's beautiful, man. That you're thinking of them, and and that you're kind of living for both of you now in a way. Um, has this like having your friend Pat? Has this changed how you think of like your work and life balance?
It has. Bear with me here. I had some craziness coming on here with the connection. Um, it has. Um, I was sitting here at my desk. I just, I mean, I used to think about retiring. I used to define myself by my career, less
Hmm.
success than climbing the corporate ladder and making the money, then putting it away,
Yeah,
not doing anything with it.
yeah.
Now I'm like, you know what? Eric's gone. He never got to experience life. Yeah, let me get out here and do something. what am I working for? So,
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's a big deal, man. And that's a good shift, like in just, you don't just work to work, you got to work to live. If you don't ever experience all those fun things, then what's the point of all that grinding? So when did that shift happened like right after your friend passed away?
yeah, that was like a wake up call. It was like a perfect storm. You had, you know, Eric passed and sitting, just sitting there, just thinking about stuff. And this project came, it didn't matter. I just thought, what am I doing?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
who cares about these Zoom presentations? Because everything is on Zoom now that we're, ever since COVID and all that,
Here
I
we
need
are.
to get
Yeah.
out here and live. Yeah, it seemed like before COVID, people got out and did stuff. Then after COVID, everybody kind of got in their cocoons. I need to get out. I need to get out. I need to do something with my life.
Yeah, man. And so now here you are. You're about to do it. You got your trip booked. You're 3 months in. You're 9,500 bucks up, and a trip to Austria. So if here's a question for you: if someone were to come up to you and they're pretty much in your same boat, and they're working hard, they're doing the 50-hour weeks, they're doing the thing, and they're always saying like someday I'll travel, but I just can't this year. I'm putting it on hold. What would you tell them? What would be your personal advice?
Don't let someday pass you by. That someday you think it's there. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow may not be there.
Yeah.
Um, you waiting to start living and you may not live long to start. So you
Mm-hmm.
might not make it there. Eric never made it.
Yeah.
Um, so why not do it now? Yeah, you might not have that 3 month cushion, but why not do it now? It may not be perfect when you go, but why not do it now? Because it's not a promise. So
Yeah,
take that
man.
moment.
Gotcha, man. Yeah, someday might never come. It's kind of a sad truth that nobody wants to hear, but everyone needs to recognize that our time here on this little spinning planet is limited.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So I'm not saying that you should quit your job and go out and backpack across the world and act crazy and just forget all responsibility. I'm not saying do that, but find a way to actually live, you
Yeah.
know, find a way to actually do some things while you're still young and can enjoy it. Who wouldn't want a Ferrari at 20? Why want it when you're 80? Enjoy it now and get it now while you can.
Honestly, that always kind of bugs me when you see some old timer driving a sports car, but they're doing like 10 miles under the speed limit. And you're like, man, this car is wasted on you. It is
Get
not
it.
fair. But hey, man, I'm glad that EA Automatic gave you that wiggle room and gave you this opportunity to kind of make some of those travel moves and, make some life dreams happen. That's really, that warms the heart. So glad to hear it.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. I mean, I'm glad to share it. I'm glad to share it with anybody that wants to listen.
All
So,
right. Well, that's what we're here for. James, it was a pleasure talking with you this week. Let's check in maybe in a couple months more. We'll see what's happening. And in the meantime, have a wonderful trip to Austria over Christmas. Have all the fun with your woman. Do the thing. Drink the mulled wine. Do it all, my man. Enjoy yourself.
I will. I will. And cheers to you, because when I get over there, there's gonna be a lot of drinks flowing.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. And yeah, you have a wonderful rest of your day. All right.
Take care.